Hello everyone and welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into the Gemini Love Tarot reading and see what's going on for Gemini and someone in their life right now, a love connection of some kind. So let's just jump right into it. Gemini, you're coming out with that Hermit, your person, the world, strong major arcana. How do you feel about them? Oof, the devil, and the Tower for you. More, all major arcana now. More. How do you feel about the relationship for them? Wow. Okay, Gemini. And your next step. Strength. Ace of Cups. Well, bottom of the deck. A Four of Swords. Well, this is really quite extraordinary, Gemini. Quite extraordinary indeed. You have all major arcana showed up except for one card. The Ace of Cups. The highest minor arcana card in the deck for love. So this is truly going to be something. I'll be pulling more cards to go deeper. Let's just jump right into it. I'll come back to that Four of Swords. I want to get right into it. Hermit energy in the world. Well, Gemini, right now, you're going through very major shifts in your life, in your love connection. Hermit energy is the card for Virgo. Some of you might be dealing with Virgo energy. Right now, you are feeling very individual and solitary. Not alone necessarily, but to yourself, right? Hermit energy. Very much getting heavily into yourself, who you are, doing a deep soul search. Your person is dealing with world energy. Your person also dealing with heavy energy in their lives right now, a completion. There's some chapter in their life that they've just completed, like fully completed. They've gone through it. Any shadow that was there, they've identified it, they've healed it. Let's go a little bit deeper. And so the two of you, I believe, immediately are living separate lives. This is a new connection coming in. Both of you at very, very powerful stages in your life. What both of you are going through, you, Gemini, and your person in this connection, are chapters, very specific chapters in your life. So for you, Page of Cups, yes. You haven't had a whole, and Wheel of Fortune, you haven't had a whole lot of love recently. Or maybe I would say, maybe even ever, right? You certainly, Gemini, you are a Gemini. This is a reading for a Gemini who is very new to the idea of being in love, being in a relationship. You may have even been a recluse, all right? You may have even been a recluse. And a recluse isn't always, someone who's unable to take care of themselves or something like that. A recluse, you may indeed be working in society and doing those normal things, right? It's not like you're out necessarily living by yourself in a cabin in the woods, but you are reclusive when it comes to your life and your time. And now there is a moment in your journey, Gemini, where you are beginning to have the desire for companionship. You are a very, I'm going to say, a heavy mental individual in the sense that I would say this is a reading for a Gemini who really thinks a lot, reads a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if wherever you live, you have an enormous amount of books, even more than you need to. Borderline compulsive reading, world energy, and Wheel of Fortune. Your person, this is divine luck also on their side, and I'm going to say on your side too, because just as this person is coming through, or having closed the chapter and is feeling good and powerful and fully ready to start the next chapter in their life, they see the world and all of its opportunity for what it is. The divine wheel is turning and is bringing the two of you together. How do you feel about each other? Devil energy in the Tower. There's a deep desire here, right? Devil energy does not, like with all the tarot, it is the card for Capricorn. So there's that. Some of you may be dealing with a Capricorn, but Gemini, it isn't always necessarily the shadow, right? The devil also just represents that primal desire we have to express ourselves. So a lot of times it can involve a high degree of artistic expression, certainly physical expression, desire, and the control that you have over it. But this individual has stirred a desire in you that is very, very deep. I think also because of the type of person you are, Gemini, for this reading, the Gemini should resonate with this reading. This deep desire isn't only physical, it is manifesting itself physically, but it comes from something about this person's character, persona, intellect, I dare say, that really affects you. For them, they feel a tarot moment. For them as well, coming across you, the meeting that the two of you have had or will have was so intense. For them also, everything has shattered in a way. So while they've come through this very, definite stage in their life, they feel good, they're on top, they've come full circle, they have that full open potentiality and possibility for whatever the next stage holds. At the same time, of course, we all have a tower in our lives, and something about meeting you has completely shattered that for them. So not only are they ready for a new chapter, but this new chapter has almost exploded some of the other things in their lives that they may have even thought were okay, well, that's good. I've settled with that. This is not a bad thing. This is a real just shock to the system. Let's go a little bit deeper. Wow, this is something, guys. Whenever you have this many major arcana cards in a reading, Hangman energy and the King of Cups. Wow, yeah, for you, I think that you probably have lived and led, I was going to say, a life of asceticism in a way, You've been very strict, right, about your routine, about how you live your life, how you see yourself. You have very definite ways of doing things. And this person has completely shaken that up, like completely shaken it up, right? Hangman energy. And this is this deep desire that's coming out for this individual. They are forcing you to see yourself in your life in a different view or from a different perspective, no matter how much you try to stay in the hangman position. For them, King of Cups, their deep desire. I think this person, very different to you, Gemini, has probably had love in their lives, right? With that King of Cups, this person is used to someone who shares emotionally, right? But I think something about you, meeting you, has even sort of shaken that up and opened up a whole new level to how they see themselves or how much or in what ways they can provide love. So this has been sort of profoundly eye-opening for them. And there's a feeling here I have that this person, Gemini, really felt as though they knew exactly who they were in love and they were confident with, and they're very giving and nurturing and supportive, very supportive in love, very emotionally intelligent. However, something about meeting you has even shattered that and allowed them to sort of be like, oh, there's even more. There's a whole nother level. How do you guys feel about the relationship? Intense. Shocker. High Priestess for you, Moon for them. They are absolutely like unsure. This is somebody who's been very sure throughout their lives about many, many things, especially when it comes to love. And in this scenario, they are completely unsure. Moon energy, totally like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's coming next, right? Very emotional. For you, High Priestess, there's a high degree of intuition. You're seeing deeper in this relationship. You know that this relationship is important. Like, this is not, there's an understanding here for you, Gemini, where even though this is a reading for a Gemini that has lived very, as I said before, reclusively alone, separate from the crowd, there is a deep layer of sensitivity, ability, And you know in your heart of hearts that this connection here is special. So you both are really shaking each other up in various different ways. This definitely feels like a fated, what flipped over? The Lovers, of course. I'm going to pull one more. A fated relationship, a destined relationship, certainly a soulmate connection, Six of Swords, moving away. Yes. So now I'm going to come back a little bit before Lovers, of course. Yeah, you in your heart know that this person is a love connection for you. Same thing here. I have to be careful on YouTube. They want you to cover up the naked pictures. So I had, like, they said something to me about one of my thumbnails with the Lovers card. So I'm going to cover it up. I don't want to get in trouble. Lovers energy there, right? For you, yeah, you know right away that this is a soul connection. For them, this may involve them having to say goodbye to certain parts of their life. They, like I said, they're at this point where they're starting a whole new chapter, but something about you is starting that chapter off, right? This new chapter off, and it may involve them fully moving. Now, as we come to this, I like that 10 of Pentacles underneath, 4 of Swords. There's a lot of thinking here. Neither of you are rushing into anything because both of you love your lives the way they are right now. You're very confident. You're used to things being a certain way, right? Even though your person is perfectly ready to start a new chapter, that doesn't change that they are very sort of, they're very sort of comfortable and stayed in their ways. So it may involve moving. What's the next step here? Strength and Ace of Cups. Yeah. For you, a lot of energy, like getting to emotional energy, getting to know a lot of feelings that maybe you haven't had, because now a lot of this alone sort of time that you've had, it's all about getting to know yourself and who you are spiritually and going deeper. But now you're engaging with someone else, and there's a lot of emotions there that require you to use all of those things that you've learned about yourself so that you remain in command and don't, lose control, lose that strength, because this is so many different new emotions. I'm going to say deeper emotions are flying up. For them, it's love, right? A whole new opportunity in love. This is a profound meeting, Gemini. This is a profound relationship. This is definitely a reading for a Gemini who has not been in a profound relationship, perhaps ever or in a very long time. King of Pentacles. Wow. Let me pull one more. And Strength. There we go. So, I'm sorry, that's off camera. Strength came out again, and the King of Pentacles. So here you are, right? So Strength coming out twice. Both of you are showing strength. I love that. Leo energy. Some of you are absolutely dealing with Leos. Okay. That King of Pentacles coming in as well. So you are exhibiting strength. They are needing to exhibit strength in between as well. The two of you. This King of Pentacles energy came out for you. So you are the one, I feel, that's going to be very much taking the lead physically, financially, making sure the two of you have a foundation to build upon. But this is a very profound meeting, a very destined meeting. Love is there. They are absolutely ready. They're in love, right? It's almost like you don't have to fall in love. This is one of those meetings where you meet somebody and you're like, oh, I've always been in love with you, even when I didn't know you. It's one of those, right? It's not like, oh, there's a feeling here and let's see where it takes us. It's what they talk about when you meet a soulmate, and it's almost as if even if that's the first moment that you meet them in this lifetime, it's almost as if you're coming back together rather than meeting for the first time. Spirit of the book opened up, and the love is already there. It doesn't need to grow or develop. Spirit of the gargoyle and Spirit of the masquerade. So Spirit of the book, that's that new chapter. Unfinished business development, okay? Yeah. Excuse my kitty cat in the background. So yeah, new chapter. Strong new chapter. And unfinished business, maybe even unfinished business in a sense that you are soulmates, and maybe this is for the first time that you're meeting in this life. You certainly have known each other before. Spirit of the gargoyle, being guarded, protecting, And so, yeah, I think both of you are being very careful and guarded because you're both very intense people and going through very intense periods in your life right now. Spirit of the masquerade, false, hidden, deceptive. So watch out how that applies, right? Okay, there may be other individuals involved in this scenario. However that applies to you, if it resonates, if it doesn't, let it go. Okay, not everything will resonate. Now let's pull out the zodiac signs you might be dealing with. Scorpio for some of you. What else do we have? We have Aquarius for some of you. And one more. I'm going to get one more zodiac sign, what you may or may not be dealing with. And we have Cancer energy. All right, so some of you are dealing with Cancer, Aquarius, or Scorpio energy. All right, this is it, everyone. This is the Love Tarot reading for the sign of Gemini. I really hope you resonated with this. If you want to get your own personal reading to look into a love connection that you have in your life, you can follow the details scrolling below the screen or select from a variety of readings that I provide, all in the description or pinned in the comments. You can also like my videos, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment if this is you. This is a profound love connection. I really enjoyed giving you this reading today, and I really, really hope you got something out of it. But for right now, this is Bow and Arrow Tarot, and I hope to see you all back here for your next Love Tarot reading. Bye now.